All right, folks, the last stream was a really special one. We had Manny from the Apollo team live in the Amiga Saloon. We had Gunnar from the Apollo team remote video chatting in from Germany. And as a result, I didn't get a chance to do the Amiga news live on the stream. So here we go with a very special pre-recorded offline version of the Amiga news for the week of September 21st, 2025. Let's freaking go.
Amiga News with Amiga Bill.
No surprise, the lead story for this week's Amiga News is the release of the Apollo A6000 computer. Now, what is the Apollo A6000 computer? Essentially, it's a Vampire V4 standalone in a special case. You can see that special case right there. We learned it all on the stream. Big thanks to Manny and Gunnar for being on the stream this past week. Now, if you missed the stream, don't worry about it. I'm actually editing a special video for folks who missed the stream. The stream is about 4 hours long, and I'm cutting it down to about 1 hour. So it's all the information you need about the A6000 getting condensed to one video here on the YouTube channel. And that will be released middle of this week, probably like Wednesday or Thursday. Depends on how much time I have to edit, but we'll release that and you'll get all the details you want. But here is the 30,000 foot overview of the Apollo A6000 computer. It's rad, man. It looks really, really cool. It's essentially a Vampire V4 in a case, especially modified Vampire V4 in a case. Let me read their report and then I'll tell you the main points that we learned from the stream. Apollo announces the A6000. A new chapter in computing history begins today with the launch of the most powerful Amiga 68K compatible ever created, all packed into the beloved compact and improved form factor of the good old Amiga 600. We've combined the soul of the original Amiga with a cutting-edge V4 AC 68080 performance, delivering a machine that honors its legendary past while redefining what's possible. Whether you're a lifelong Amiga enthusiast or discovering it for the first time, this is the Amiga experience you've been waiting for. Designed with precision and passion, the new Apollo A6000 offers unmatched speed, stunning graphics, modern connectivity, all while preserving the iconic simplicity and spirit that made the Amiga a household name. Small in size, massive in capability, the new Apollo A6000 proves that true greatness doesn't need to be big, it just needs to be bold. Head to a6000.net for more information, folks. But here's the big takeaways from the stream. I would click on the website, but my ISP blocks this website for some reason. It's wild. I learned that live on the stream. But anyway, go to a6000.net. You can get more info there. And like I said, I'll be releasing a special video this week with all the highlights from the stream. But here's the big takeaways. So it's a modified V4 standalone in a case. From a technical standpoint, it's got more RAM that's DMA accessible. So you'll notice a speed increase due to that fact. But the big change is that the board has been modified to fit in the case. So it's not just like slapping a standalone Vampire, V4 inside of a case and then putting some headers on it to go out to the ports. It's actually the actual board has been modified to fit in the case, and it's really beautiful. They did a really, really great job on it. Speaking of the case, yes, the case is 3D printed. It's not injection molded. There's a lot of reasons for this. One, like injection molding is really expensive. And this is like a small quantity item, so they felt that the injection mold would be too complicated and too cost prohibitive. And Manny and Gunnar actually have a really good 3D printer. And the big takeaway is the case is really good quality. I had the case here in the saloon, touch it with my own hands, and you don't even really know it's a 3D printed case. It's not the 3D printing that you thought of when 3D printing first came out. I mean, it's come a long way, and the case is super beautiful and super solid. So I'm happy with it. It makes sense. And one of the advantages of this is obviously lower cost, as well as having many different color combinations possible. Gunnar even said on the stream that you could kind of request your own color, which is pretty wild. So that's cool. Manny had a CD32 color theme here in the studio, and it was pretty rad. Also, the keyboard, it's a mechanical keyboard. It's got a USB-C connector on it. There's also some space to put other devices in the case. Maybe you want to get a Raspberry Pi and slap it into the case. You can connect the keyboard to it. That's a pretty nice solution. You won't have access to the ports as well as the standalone. But yeah, but it's a cool idea. Another big takeaway is that there's no numeric keypad. Some folks were bummed about that. A lot of folks want the numeric keypad. However, there are USB connectors on it. So in theory, I haven't tested this yet. you could plug in a USB keyboard with a numeric keypad and then map the keys to the numeric keypad. In theory, that could work, but I haven't actually tested it yet myself, so I can't vouch for that. But in theory, you could do that if you really, really need a numeric keypad. But they wanted to keep the size and the form factor small. They love the small form factor, being able to throw this in a suitcase or a carry-on and have that Amiga 6000 form factor. Now the big takeaway, two big takeaways here from a business standpoint. The price of this sucker is 1,000 euros if you're in Germany and Europe, because you have to pay a German tax. If you're in the United States, it's 840 euros. So this is not an inexpensive machine, but it's between like the lower end software, ARM machines like the A500 Mini, the A600 GS, the Raspberry Pi. You got all those guys, the Mister. Then you got the A6000 V4 standalone, and then above that you got the next gen Amigas like the A1222 and stuff like that. So it's kind of like in the middle. It's in the middle, but it's not inexpensive. But there you go. And the initial batch, they initially made 40 of them, and they sold out within 48 hours. But have no fear. They are making a new batch, and some folks are like, can I get it by Christmas? Gunnar said, yes, you should be able to get this by Christmas, no problem. But so if you missed out on the first batch of 40, fear not. You'll still be able to purchase it. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's not a machine for everyone, but it's a nice, very, very nice machine. And it's very interesting. And like I said, if you want to know more information, the best way will be to subscribe to the YouTube channel here and check out my video that I'm going to post in the middle of the week. It's a cut down version of the stream. We take 4 hours and smash it down into one. So there you go. The big news of the week is the Apollo A6000. Very, very nice looking package. They'll have them at Amiga Germany for those lucky enough to be going there. You can see it in person. Yeah, man, and it's cool. All right, y'all know it wouldn't be an Amiga Bill news section without a trip over to Indie Retro News. Everyone is psyched for the Settlers 2. Speaking of new Amigas, we have the A1200 coming out, and the Settlers 2 will be bundled with it. And they just dropped a new trailer. So this is a new trailer for the Settlers 2. I saw the article over here on Indie Retro News. Look behind you, dropped a new trailer. Let's freaking turn down the music, turn up the volume, and check out the new trailer for Settlers 2. Let's go, baby. It looks nice. Oh yeah. It comes in that big box edition, English, French, German, and Polish. That desktop threw me off there for a second when it first came up. It goes up to 1024 by 768 and windowed and full screen. Very, very nice. Oh man, it looks beautiful. It looks really beautiful. This could be a system seller for the A1200. What do you guys think? I know a lot of folks are asking if it would run on the A6000, and Gunnar and Manny said it will, so that's cool. But it comes packaged in the A1200 whenever that comes out. This looks awesome, dude. Coming to an Amiga on October 18th, 2025, just in time for Amiga Germany. I can't wait to get this game. It's gonna be so rad. So you need an 040, 40, and AGA, or PowerPC. So you need a beefy Amiga for it. But it looks great. I love, it's interesting. I love folks who decide to make Amiga games for what I call one of the sweet spots. I think like a 1 megabyte Amiga 500, that's a sweet spot. So folks who make games for that configuration is awesome. But I also appreciate folks who make games for pimped Amigas, because a lot of us have accelerators these days. I mean, it's so easy to get Amiga acceleration, whether you have like a Pi Amiga or a Pi Storm, emulating with a Raspberry Pi, or you got a Pi Storm in your real Amiga. Yeah, we have so many cool options for acceleration these days that I think is rad that people are taking advantage of it. Yeah, if you got an 060 like I do in this baby, you're good to go. I can't wait to try it out on my real Amiga. So Settlers 2, man, coming October 18th, and also packaged with the A1200. Very, very, very cool stuff there. Thanks for posting the trailer. Speaking of Indie Retro News and new games, Big shout out to Acid Bottle, who's a great friend of the stream. This is Dizzy Fast Food 2. Physical edition is now available. Look at it, it looks beautiful. Look at this. Fast Food 2 is now available in the physical edition via Bitmap Soft. It's shipping. If we go over to Bitmap Soft's website, we can check it out. There it is. That is freaking cool. That is a beautiful physical edition. I love the yellow floppy disk. This is a really fantastic game. It was part of the Amiga Game Jam that was the sequel that never was by Amiga Cami, and Acid Bottle just absolutely rocked it out. And it's so great to see a Scorpion Engine game play so well and have so much success. The first batch already sold out. We're working on a second run. To receive updates on availability, simply add the game to your basket. You'll then have the option to enter your email and get notified when it is back in stock. Very, very cool. So big congrats to Acid Bottle, and congrats to Iraq too, man, for getting a great physical edition of a Scorpion Engine game. The physical edition comes with, the Deluxe Collector's Edition includes a brand new glossy big box, the Fast Food 2 game on a 3.5-inch floppy disk, a full color instruction booklet, glossy single-sided A4 poster, a surprise secret gift. I don't know if it's got anything to do with eggs, but we'll see. And it comes with a CD32 ISO and ADF download as well. You can also buy a digital edition with a CD32 ISO and ADF download as well. I also got a cool photo here that Indie Retro News posted over on the Twitter X. Check it out. It looks so good, right? It looks so good. That's a nice package. Hey, Acid Bottle, nice package, bro. I love it. That looks really, really nice. I love the stickers. Oh man, I need some of those stickers for the Amiga Saloon beer fridge. What do you guys think? Anyway, huge congrats to Acid Bottle. Dizzy Fast Food 2 now available from bitmapsoft.co.uk. Oh, get on the waiting list. It's sold out, so get on the waiting list now. All the links will be in the description of this YouTube video, as always. Now, this one looks really, really interesting. Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey. Dude, I mean, I love it. I love it just for the name. Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey. I keep wanting to say Bouncy Bozo, but it's Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey. Bounce your way through 3 unique worlds in this new Amiga game by Captain TS. Look at that nose, that silly nose. Oh man, check out this new Amiga game called Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey by Captain TS. A game in which you play as Bonzo and must go on a space journey to destroy evil enemies on 3 different planets. To coincide with this news, Saberman has got a video of some gameplay footage, and the developer provided some animated GIFs below. Let's check it out. Bouncy Bouncy. I dig it. That's such a cool character. I can't wait to download and play this one. It looks super, super cool. I love the sky, like the colors and the color palette in the sky. I love like the orange on the top, and you got the yellow in the middle and the teal on the horizon line. That's really, really nice. I totally dig it. I love the motion looks really, really smooth too. Here's the latest from the website. Bonzo's on a space journey to destroy evil enemies on 3 different planets. He has a useful ability. He can spin very fast, allowing him to effectively destroy his enemies. But he also has a problem. He can't stop bouncing. Never stop, never will, baby. Just like Wog. His bouncing limits his movements, so he has to rely on consideration and timing. Join Bonzo on his journey and help him complete his utterly important tasks. Old school platforming action, 3 unique worlds with 17 different stages, plus bosses and bonus levels. Great graphics and animation with parallax, we love that parallax, and hundreds of colors, high quality sound effects, and 5 original soundtracks. AI free zone, ladies and gentlemen, you are now entering an AI free zone. Oh yeah, this is a good zone to be in. No AI in this zone, baby. No AI in this Amiga Saloon. Oh man, all assets crafted by the human author. Very, very cool. Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey was made using the fantastic Scorpion engine. Chalk up another victory for the Scorpion engine. Big thanks to Iraq for making this game possible. You need an AGA, Amiga, or compatible emulator, 1.75 megabytes of free chip RAM, 512K of free other RAM, a hard drive with 6 megabytes of free space, and a standard 1-button controller. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at Bouncy Bonzo's video game here from Saberman. Let's freaking go. Yes, Saber. Yes, Saber. Nice. I dig the music. That's a great opening. That's a great opener right there. That's a great title screen. I love how it's not just a static title screen. I love how he's like bouncing up and down. There's some animation in that title screen. That's cool. Dude, this is beautiful imagery right here. I love the color palette. I love how that cloud, whatever that sort of like space cloud there, was in the foreground with the stars in the background. This is so cool. This little cutscene, I'm digging it big time. I love that spaceship. The music is fantastic. I'm digging it. Look at it. He just smacked that goblin with his big old schnozola. Be careful with that thing, Bouncy Bonzo. Look at him. Dude, you can smash stuff with your giant schnozola. I love it. Oh man, I can't wait to get this one and try it. I'll be playing this game on the stream this week. This week will be a Saturday. I'm working this Sunday fun day, so it'll be a Saturday, and we'll definitely be playing some of this game. That is some cool stuff right there, folks. That's some cool stuff. I keep wanting to say Bouncy Bozo, but it's Bouncy Bonzo. And then we can check out the source here. It's probably an itch.io. It sure is. $7.50, dude. That looks like a deal for this game. So all the links will be in the description of this YouTube video, where you can go purchase Bouncy Bonzo's Space Journey. This one looks great. This one looks great. Go enter the AI free zone and enjoy some Bouncy Bonzo Space Journey. I can't wait to try this one out, folks. That is super, super rad. Now, you all know I love me music. I love vinyl records. I got a turntable right there. I got a 45 record player right there. Freaking, we rock out to the vinyl in the saloon, and we love drum and bass. We love electronic music, and we love Pete Cannon. So a big shout out to Paul Vince, creator of the Amiga Game Selector, for posting this in my Discord. Pete Cannon has a brand new release. It's an EP, so it's 4 tracks that you can download over on Bandcamp, but there's also a vinyl album available. Of course, I got the vinyl album. Let's play a sample. This one is called Dancin'. We'll play a sample. It comes with 4 tracks. It's got Dancin', Stretching Business, Believe in Darkness, and By Your Side. So it's got 4 tracks on it. The digital album is £8. And yeah, dude. Oh yeah, look at that. See that? Good thing I got the vinyl, because that is sold out. That's awesome that I got it. Okay. Oh, I see the combo sold out, but the vinyl, it's only £12, £11.99 for the vinyl. But the shipping is gnarly. But I don't care. I love to collect vinyl records, and what better thing to do than collect, Amiga vinyl records. So here we go. Let's take. I'm gonna take right now. We're gonna take a little peek at dancing. I may have to cut this part out of the YouTube video because of copyrights. We'll see. I'll upload the video, and we'll see what the AI tells us. But let's see what dancing's all about. Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah, we dancing. Yo, that is my kind of music right there, folks. I freaking love it. I can't wait to put this on the Technics SP15 turntable and party on in the Amiga Saloon. Oh, baby. Pete Cannon 8-Bit Shift EP now available on Bandcamp. Go get it and freaking rock out. That's so freaking rad. Speaking of cool guys, Pete Cannon is a cool guy. And you know who else is a cool guy? John Romero, as well as Jonah from Amiga Addict magazine. My main man, Voxeltrots, posted this in my Discord channel. This is a really cool article from Amiga Addict, in which, who knew? Like, who knew? John Romero talks about his relationship with RJ Mical, absolute legend of the Amiga community, one of the OG devs. It's so cool. Like, I didn't even know that they knew each other, and everyone always says, like, gives the Amiga a hard time about running Doom and all that stuff, and this is a really great article that Jonah did with John Romero. And let's just read this one little excerpt right here. Romero then shared a fascinating story about his longtime friendship with RJ Mical, Amiga engineer also responsible for the Atari Lynx. Back in the late 80s, Romero had been developing games at Origin for the Apple II and Commodore 64 when the studio suddenly canceled multiple projects. The reason? All development efforts were being redirected to support Mical's new handheld Lynx hardware. So that is super cool. I can't wait to hang out with RJ at Amiga Germany. I'll ask him about this, but I didn't know RJ Mical and Romero were good friends. And then he also talks about Grind, super, super rad. Grind coming soon to an Amiga near you. So this is a great article. Great job to Jonah. And thank you, Voxel Trots, for posting this article in my Discord channel. And I will post the link to the article in the description of this YouTube video as well for all of you to enjoy. Or you could be an Amiga Bill patron. Just become an Amiga Bill patron. You don't have to worry about clicking the descriptions of the video. It's just, it all comes right into your mailbox, your email box, your electronic mail. You get the Amiga Bill goodie bag after every stream, baby. Oh, it is loaded with great stuff. So definitely check out my Patreon. You can even join for free. I drop free goodies for everyone every now and then too. At least once a month, you're gonna get a WOG newsletter at the very least. And I also keep you up to date on all things Amiga Bill, like when I stream, special streams, all that kind of stuff. So definitely head over to patreon.com/AmigaBill and check it out. Now also, another heads up from Voxel Trots, Amiga Bill VIP patron. There are two new, I'm not gonna say versions, but two new final editions of Amiga OS 4.1, and they come with all the updates. The funny thing with Amiga OS 4.1 is that, like, you get Amiga OS 4.1 final edition, update 1, update 2, update 3, it's kind of crazy. But now, Amiga OS 4.1 final edition for Classic, it now comes with all the updates. So you only need to download it once, install it, and like all the updates are already there, so you don't have to keep updating. Since the initial release of OS 4.1 more than 6 years ago, functionality and user experience has been steadily improved by 6 free major updates and over 88 free smaller ones through AMI Update. Amiga OS 4.1 Final Edition defines the new baseline by consolidating all previous updates, bringing new long-awaited features and stability improvements, and last but not least, enabling the user to make a clean installation in one go. So if you want OS 4.1 Final Edition for Classic, so if you get yourself a Power PC inside your Amiga 1200, that's for you. And they also have a Final Edition, OS 4.1 Final Edition for your Pegasus 2. So that's rad. I know there's some emulator that Voxel Trots was talking about that uses the Pegasus 2. So yeah, so you can get your Amiga OS 4.1 from there. So that's cool without all the updates. Now what I need this bundle for my X5000, right? Because it's not the this is not. You still got to get the physical edition for that, which is, to be honest, it's kind of crazy. But Voxel Trots, thank you for the heads up. So if you're interested in getting OS 4.1 Final Edition for Classic or for your Pegasus 2, you can now get it with all the updates ready to go. So you don't have to sit there and update. Now this is a news story that's already expired. I was planning on doing the news during the stream, but being that I'm recording this after the stream, this contest is over. But big thumbs up to Amiga Future magazine and Andres. He scored 2 more tickets to Amiga Germany for Saturday, which is the big day, and he did a raffle. So Amiga Future, great job to Amiga Future for doing that raffle. I don't know who won, but congrats to the lucky winners. Thank you for keeping the Amiga alive in your awesome magazine, as well as all the support. His booth at Amiga 40 is going to be awesome. If it's anything like the one at Amiga 37, it's going to be really, really fantastic. It's just top quality stuff. So thanks for all your support there, Andres. Amiga Future magazine absolutely rules. And I'm sorry for all the noise here, folks. Like, it's craziness in the saloon today. Absolutely craziness. So I might have to do a little voice isolation in post. We'll see. Now this is super rad. Magic from Nakalor is a great friend, and he was recently at the Miss Data Party. And at the Miss Data Party, they released Nakalor Speed number 70. Now we've checked out Speed 68, Speed 69. They're awesome floppy disks. They're music disks as well as disc magazines. Extremely well done. So this is live from Miss Data 2025 Party, Speed number 70, the Abyss edition. So this is a tribute to Abyss. Exclusive interview with Pink of Abyss to dive deeper into Abyss since their comeback in 2018. And then it's got Sceners About Abyss, Mop of Essence, Jazz Cat from Ghost Town. Oh, that's really interesting. I'm a big fan of his work. Dan from Lemon. Dan's been on the stream. A super, super talented guy. So Mop from Essence, Jazz Cat, and Dan all have something nice to say. The best Abyss Amiga 500 intros and games are available in the pack. That is so cool. For the first time in 30 years, the new title pick by Misha of Na Color. The title picture is super cool. We checked that out on stream not too long ago. And there's some surprises, some surprise messages from Abyss as well. And look at this. Look at that. How rad is that, folks? Freaking Magic and his wife actually made those floppy disks, and they sent one to me, so I can't wait to get one of these floppies in person in the saloon. That's just super cool. That's quality stuff right there. That is quality stuff. Imagine going to the Miss Data party and you get handed a floppy disk with a speed number 70 on it. Dude, it's never been a better time to be in the Amiga community. Like, it's just so good right now. So kudos to Magic and his wife and Abyss and all the folks who contributed to this speed number 70. It rocks. It's also, it's available to download digitally on Poets. The link will be in the description of the video. All Amiga Bill patrons already got it in their goodie bags. No need to click and download. It's just right there for you. So this is a good one. We'll try it. I'll try and check. Maybe we'll check this one out on stream tomorrow. That's when I'll be streaming again. So that's super, super rad. Great job to Magic from Na Color. Now this was a nice little bonus news story. JJ Styles. That is a cool name. My man JJ Styles sent this over to me. He said, "Hey Amiga Bill, I saw this recently. It's a project recreating Commodore 64 tape storage devices. Here's the YouTube link. I know it's not Amiga, but I think you'll dig it if you've never seen this already. Cheers, Jay." Yo, JJ Styles, how cool is that? Thank you for sending this over. I'll never forget loading stuff from cassette tape. Never forget it. I had it on my Atari. I had cassette on my Atari 800. It was absolutely brutal. Sometimes it would take like 30 minutes to load a game. Absolutely brutal, but oh wow, I got all kinds of crazy stuff going on over here. Oh boy, all kinds of crazy stuff. Close. Full screen that sucker. But yeah, so this is cool. This is a recreation of a tape drive for a Commodore 64. That is so cool. Look at that. You can put it onto like a little micro cassette with a USB connector and then load your game up. That's super rad. I've seen people load games onto their Macs from their iPhone, which is pretty cool. But you know what? This is even cooler because you're still using physical media. So this is a really in-depth and awesome video, awesome project. So bit loony, great job, bit loony. You gotta be a little loony to do something like this, and I love it. I love everything about it. My man JJ Styles, thanks for the heads up about the video. The link will be in the description of this video. What a cool project, man. Retro community is the absolute best. There's so many creative people, so many talented people doing so many cool projects. I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, so last stream, we had this cool website that we're checking out called Starring the Computer, and it's all like movies and TV shows that have the Amiga in it. Well, they have all movies and TV shows with different retro computers in it, but of course we checked out the Amiga section, and that was so cool. So definitely check out this website, Starring the Computer. As you all know, we still have some awesome game jams going on. They'll be wrapping up soon. So we have the Amiga Game Jam 2025, Return of the Arcade. Earlier in the news section, we talked about Fast Food Dizzy 2 from Acid Bottle. That was from Amiga Kami's last Amiga Game Jam. Even Roadcraft came from a game jam from Amiga Kami's Amiga Game Jam. So the current one, Amiga Game Jam 2025, is going on right now, and the theme is the Return of the Arcade, which is super rad. I love arcade games. They're my favorite type of game. So I can't wait to see what comes from Amiga Kami's Amiga Game Jam 2025 this year. Also a link to a GoFundMe that will go towards the prize pool. So awesome stuff there. We got Dan from lemonamiga.com. Get your fresh squeezed lemon Amiga goodness at lemonamiga.com. Is the best resource for Amiga games, in my opinion. Dan is hosting an Amiga Tool Jam, so we'll get some cool productivity. My man, the Blue Wizard's got a cool email app coming. Dan himself has made a really interesting app about what to do when someone passes away. It's pretty wild. We talked about the A6000 earlier in the stream. Phase 101 is hosting the Vampire Jam. It's like a vampire demo party for Amiga 4D Germany. So yeah, get out your vampires, get out your A6000s, and make something cool. I want to see those Maggie 3D graphics hum, baby. Woo! We got Amiga 4D Germany coming up. I'm kicking off Amiga 4D Germany with I'm the opening act. I'm opening up Amiga 4D Germany with a little 10-minute speech, and then we interview Jeff Bruette and RJ Mical, and then we interview David Pleasance and Mr. Proudfoot, Colin Proudfoot. It's going to be awesome. So many great people talking at Amiga 4D Germany. I can't freaking wait. We got the set patch party the night before, which is kind of crazy. I wish set patch was Saturday night because, you know, it's better to do the event than the party, but hey, party comes first. That's how they do in Germany. Why not? We got Ami West coming up November 1st and 2nd out in California, West Coast style. They're so great out there. I love those guys. They do really top-notch work. And we got World of Commodore 2025 coming up on December 6th and 7th up in Toronto. Our friends up north in Canada. Oh, baby. Woo! Well, folks, there you have it. A really exciting week of Amiga news, and I'm so used to doing this live. It was strange not to do it live and to just kind of do it alone here in my Amiga saloon. But I hope it worked out well. I want to make sure I get this done, even though I didn't do it during the stream, because I know y'all look forward to this every Saturday morning. So yeah, now you got it. There you have it, folks. The Amiga news for the week of September 21st, 2025. It's never been a better time to be an Amiga fan, baby. Let's freaking go. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week.